Oh, what it do? What it do? What it do? It's your boy Benoit, Conflict of Sports, checking back in with y'all.
What was up? It's your boy Baker, Conflict of Sports.
Wow. This ain't the boot is Eazyana. Conflict of Sports. Good, man.
What's up, fellas?
Almost Super Bowl.
Man, them games, man, them games.
Yeah.
This was one entertaining. It was one entertaining NFL season, bro. And like this game, this game has to be one of the best games played in history.
Yeah.
It just has to.
So, but yeah, before we get deep into it though, so what we're gonna talk about tonight, of course, we're gonna talk about the AFC and the NFC championship game. Make out, discuss the Super Bowl teams. Talk a little basketball. You got that Draymond and TNT deal, as a player. And we gonna go back on the All-Star voting, go back on some stuff we talked about to what happened with with two teams that don't have no players on the All-Star team. So that's what we're gonna discuss, and anything else that kind of pops up while we're rolling. So with that being said, which game y'all want to roll with first?
It really don't matter because they both were some good games. I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah, and pretty much since divisional weekend, every game has been won by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like since divisional weekend, bro, every game has been won by a field goal. Like how I don't know if that's ever happened before, like in the playoffs, where it's like 2 weekends in a row, like all the games are won by a field goal. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's some good games. That either they got that referee down pat to where they can make it like that, or it's an actual good game.
Yeah. So
because shit can be tricky.
Yeah,
it can be real tricky.
I lost both the games that I picked.
What you mean tricky? Big.
But I'm gonna talk about the Bengals and Chiefs game. Only reason I really went with the Chiefs was the experience. They were the more experienced team, so I gave them the edge on that aspect of it, being that they had the experience being in the AFC Championship game, 3 years in a row before yesterday. So, that's 4 years in a row for them. So that was the slight edge I was giving them on that game. But I'm still happy the Bengals won. That's big for the LSU players that's on the team. That's big for Cincinnati. Big for the state of Ohio. They've never had a football championship. So, that'll be good for them. They have a basketball championship.
Well, fuck all that.
Now they could potentially have.
No, fuck all that. Fuck them ball. Now we got to the end. Fuck them ball. They out there trying to talk about some who they or who bay or whatever the fuck they call them. We can't have none of that shit. Because if they win, then they're gonna be talking shit about us more. And I'm gonna have to call somebody hands on the roster.
Hold up, bro. Like, see, you brought that up. Like, I just saw some stuff on that the other day. And I was looking at that. And that whole
shit sound weak.
No, that whole thing right there. And I read it. The hoop for us for
I don't care what you read. I'm gonna tell you like that.
Let me say
this first. Before you say some out of pocket shit, if you say the wrong thing, you're not no Saints fan. I'm gonna leave it like that. Before you say some out of pocket shit, if you say some shit I don't like, I gotta talk to Who That Nation. We kicking you off the fan squad. You can go be with that.
Man, look, bro. We can look. You want to put the gloves on?
Ooh.
Bro, now we done. Hey, now you know there's one thing. We can put the gloves on. You want to put the gloves on?
Oh,
Look, bro.
Eazyana.
You want to put the gloves on?
Special guest referee, Eazyana. Ring, ring, ding, 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 ding.
Eazyana promotion.
Conflict of sports.
Man, listen. There you go. We go. Hey,
Look,
we can put the gloves on. We'll put the gloves on.
Carry it with hey. Celebrity boxing match.
Hey, you look, bro. Hey, right now, look, bro. Right now, I'm about 230 right now, man.
Celebrity boxing match.
Heavyweight.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
But look, bro. But no, what I was going to say about the who they and the who they and the who that. So, and I read it like so for Cincinnati, they've been having that since the 80s.
Just hey. Just remember what you're saying now.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. But the difference for New Orleans, and I know a lot of people thinking that they both taking it from each other, but for New Orleans, the who that really come from the city because that's been around since the 60s. So the Saints not taking it from Cincinnati, but it's really local for the Saints because it's been around since the 60s locally. So that's where it come from for the Saints.
Yeah, but anyway, if the Saints is who that and Cincinnati is who they.
It's who they, yeah. But the chant is still the same.
That shit sounds stupid as fuck. Like who walks around talking about who they? Like the first time I ever heard that, I hope they talk like that. Like I hope that's a slang out there. Because if it is, then I can understand because there's a lot of lingo that we got in Louisiana that people come down here and they're like, what that mean? What that? So I can understand that. But if that's some shit they just put together to sound good for marketing in the 80s when that shit popped up and they were like, who they, like they, and they spell it with the D, which is stupid, then they're out of pocket for that though. Cause that shit sounds stupid.
Like, cause I ain't lie. Like I remember like when I first, like I think I was watching the game. I was watching one of them games. And it was the Bengals game, and the fans was chanting, and I'm like, hold up, I'm like, wait, like, why they saying the same? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up, why they saying basically the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Same fans be saying, you know, and that was a few years ago, but and I had looked that up too. I had looked that up before too. It was like, yo, like, what's up, man? They basically got the same chant. It's just that they say who they in New Orleans is who that. So, and they say it faster. You know, they do theirs.
That makes it even more dumber.
So, you know, but you know, I know my boy Ocho Cinco will be at the game. I know he gonna be over there repping for the Bengals. Bet that boy AJ Green wish he was still over there. Right?
Hey, I ain't lying. My boy Odell, man. My boy Odell in the Super Bowl, man.
Odell.
They was over here talking about what's the guy name? The quarterback where he come from.
Baker Mayfield?
Come on, Mayfield, man. Talking about my boy Odell is the problem.
Ha.
My boy in the Super Bowl, man.
We see who
and the Bengals made the Super Bowl before the Browns.
No, wait, no, I don't think so. I think the Browns
went to the Super Bowl, I think.
When?
Like probably
before all time.
Probably like when Jim Brown was playing.
Before with the Super Bowl?
But matter of fact, I'm gonna Google it right now.
Well,
have the Cleveland Browns ever made it to the Super Bowl?
Went on to win 3 NFL championships, nearly dominating the NFL in the 1950s, and won
okay.
championship in
they
1964.
Okay.
The team has yet to appear in a Super Bowl, however.
Okay. The Browns have 3 NFL championships. That's before they started with the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So they have 3 championships,
yeah,
but they don't have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I said the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl before the Browns.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about the championships and all that when they ain't had no face masks. Yeah. I don't know nothing.
Well, that was when it was just the AFL,
right,
and the NFL before they came together. That's when it became the Super Bowl when they became one league.
Right.
So technically, the Browns do have 3 championships.
That boys ain't got shit.
It says the Browns, the Lions, Jaguars, and Texas have never.
Yeah, they don't have a Super Bowl. Yeah, they don't have a Super Bowl.
So they don't have a Super Bowl. That's just
the championship.
Yeah, the Bengals made it there before the Browns.
Yeah,
and they got a chance to win it. They ain't just there. Yep. Like they ain't just.
And Joe Burrow got a chance to make football history. Heisman Trophy winner,
second
national champ, and he can become a Super Bowl champion. And no player has ever won all 3.
And if they win and they have a good game, you got a chance to get Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's the first number 1 pick.
What?
To make it to the Super Bowl in his second season.
I can say this though. It won't be easy. I want to see. I can't lie.
No.
I'm dying to see this Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey matchup.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna be fire.
Dog, like
that's gonna be fire.
Like I'm dying to see that. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you see, with this matchup now, and for the Bengals, they're gonna have to definitely it's pretty much their weakness against the Rams' strength, and that's the Rams' defensive line. So Cincinnati offensive line really gonna have to because if they let the Rams get to Burrow like the Tennessee Titans did, even though they won that game, but if they let the Rams get to Joe Burrow like the Titans did, that's gonna be tough, man.
What,
because you got to deal with Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and they got that other rusher. What his name? Something Leonard. Something Leonard. Darius Leonard, something like that. So they, the defensive line, that's the Rams' strength. That's their strength right there. So for the Bengals, that's the one thing they'll have to clean up for the Super Bowl is make sure they block Aaron Donald and Von Miller. You can't let them get a hold to Burrow a lot in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of people sleep on Matthew Stafford, man. I've been talking about him too, man. Like that dude.
Yeah,
like that dude got some weapons over there too. But
I will say this though. He got the weapons and he got everything. But you seen that arm strength was tested on that one throw. That arm strength, that distance, it ain't.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. It's Matthew Stafford. He's probably on his way out the door soon. I'm
saying though, but I mean, he got to be careful with that playing against this team. You heard?
But he got receivers that's gonna go.
But I'm saying though, he got to be careful with the team he about to go against.
I mean, they got good defensive backs.
Now they not elite or nothing like that, but at the same time, they still got them. Let that shit float like that and underthrown if you want.
Yeah. They
gonna fuck around and embarrass them.
Von Bell, Von Bell.
Most definitely.
They make plays. We ain't gonna talk about the other DB, but Von Bell.
No, talk about him. Talk about him because he blew a play.
Say his name.
Say his name because he blew it.
Eli
I'm looking at it like that's exactly why he's not with
he could have sealed, like he almost fucked it up for his Eli riding apple.
There you go. Because at the end of the day, the game's supposed to be over when that ball touches fingers. When that ball hit him, that was the end of the game right there. But he did what he naturally do.
I just don't get it, bro. Like, I just don't get how, what I'm saying? You could talk trash on a city, that gave you an opportunity. Like they nobody else wanted to give him an opportunity, and he gonna talk trash about a city like that. When pretty much everywhere he go, like he's burnt toast. He get burnt every play. He get burnt every play. And I know y'all seen the meme. I know y'all seen the meme with him and the dude from what was the movie with Tom Hanks?
Forrest Gump.
No. When them pirates catch him on like where they hold him hostage. Man, I forgot the name of it. Huh?
What movie?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, it was Captain something, bro. But like
oh, you talking about whenever they had him inside that that lifeboat?
Yeah.
You talking about that movie with that Tom Hanks?
Yeah. And they got the picture of Eli Apple and the dude from that movie that was like, he was like the leader. The ball looked like twins.
Yeah.
They look like twins. They had him side by side. They say, "Oh, look, he's clean." and what get me, bro, soon after, and look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Your team won. Your team to the Super Bowl. But the first thing he do is get on Twitter and trash talk about Tyreek Hill, like Tyreek Hill didn't burn him every play. It's like,
man, bro, burn every play my ass. The ball hit him in his fingers.
And we all know what they say. If the ball touch your fingers, you got to bring it in.
If it touch your fingers, you can catch it. I wasn't a wide receiver, but I heard that all the time in practice. With that motherfucking ball, if that ball touch your fingers or touch your hand, it's catchable. They don't care where you was at.
Yeah, no. If it touch your hand,
for the whole game, he probably had one good play, and that was the one right before halftime, keeping Tyreek Hill at the end zone. Which Kansas City was stupid for that. Why not just kick the field goal with 5 seconds left? They would have been up 24-10. So, and I was watching Shannon and Skip earlier, and Shannon Sharp said that. He said they should have kicked the field goal. They'd have been up 24-10. So that field goal that Kansas City kicked at the end, they would have had the lead. And so the Bengals would have had to go down the field and try to score a touchdown or get a field goal to tie the game up. So that was bad. That was bad coaching on Andy Reid part right there, because they said Patrick Mahomes convinced them to let them go for it right there instead of kicking a field goal, which that's what they should have did. They should have just kicked the field goal and be up 24-10.
But at the end of the day, whenever you trust your quarterback and y'all got that relationship like that, I mean, in a big moment like that, as a coach, I would say, you show you good. If you say, let me do that, I trust you enough for that. I'll be paying you this money. Like, you go out and do your thing with that. Because at the end of the day, if they would have made it and it would have came out saying that he was the one that drew the play up, it would be talking totally different right now.
Oh yeah, I get it. You know, he trusts him. He trusts him, but you know, I look at it in that situation, man. Look, man, it's 5 seconds left. Kick the field goal, go up 24-10 at halftime. You know what I'm saying? They was getting the ball back anyway, you know. So they would have. So if you look at that part, if you look at that moment right there, that's where the game changed. So at that moment, Cincinnati went into the locker room with the momentum from that moment right there. That took any momentum Kansas City had away right there by not getting no points at the end of halftime. So, and I get it, they was trying to go up 28-10, trying to get a touchdown. But 5 seconds left, just kick the easy field goal, go up 24-10. You know. So, but you know, Kansas City will be back. You know, that's you know, they still a pretty young team themselves, Kansas City. So,
oh yeah,
they'll be back.
They'll be back,
but
they,
you know, but you know, Joe Burrow is, you know, he proven why Cincinnati took him number 1. You know,
that's good for Cincinnati because at the end of the day, Cincinnati they would always be missing something to push forward. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always something that was like they got everything they need, but they need this. Right now, it look like they got everything, and they can keep adding to it. Like that's the player part.
But it's like, but if you think about it, also too, like it's like they kind of always had like a good quarterback. They always had at least 2 decent wide receivers. They always had a decent running back. It just, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't clicking as, you know, as much, you know. Because if you go back in the, you know what I'm saying? You go back, you know, now I don't remember like quarterback before Carson Palmer. I don't remember the quarterback. Now I'm not even gonna lie. I don't remember who the quarterback was before Carson Palmer was there.
Damn, I can't even really think of the. Nah, I gotta look that up.
But you know, I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew Chad Ocho, you know, Chad Johnson at the time. I knew Chad Johnson, and then the other wide receiver, TJ Huzmanzada, you know, at that time, and then when they drafted Carson Palmer, so they had Carson Palmer, Chad Johnson, TJ Huzmanzada, and they also still had Corey Dillon.
Yep, we can't forget about Chris Henry too. Rest in peace.
And later on, they had Chris Henry. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man, you know.
Pac-Man Jones.
On the defensive side.
Takeo Spikes.
That's another. Takeo Spikes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that boy had this big neck. That boy neck was little. But, you know, so they always had, you know, like they always had like decent teams. It just wasn't.
Even though, ain't go over that. I was about to say somebody else. Ain't go over that.
You know, and then they had AJ Green. You know, more recently.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
AJ Green.
Not to cut you off. They had John Kitna.
T.O. was over there too, huh?
Yeah, T.O. went over there for 2 years.
He went over there at the end.
Yeah, John
Kitna. And they had Jeff Blake.
Yeah, they did have Jeff Blake. They did it. I remember Jeff Blake. My boy. That's my dog, Jeff Blake, right there, man.
Yep, you're right. Because Jeff Blake had came. Yeah, he came from Cincinnati.
Real football fans know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but my boy Jeff Blake came, got us going good, got hurt, and then they just hand that shit over. And then now we gotta fucking look at interceptions and motherfucking smiling and shit. It pissed me the fuck off.
That boy hate that dude, man. I ain't even gonna say his name, Burger Baker. Hate that boy, man.
Come on.
But that that dude brought us our first playoff win, man. He gave us our first playoff win. but yeah, man. So like we were saying, man, for the Bengals. So this is huge. This is huge for the Bengals, man. Los Angeles Rams back to the Super Bowl. Second time in what? Second time in 4 years. Back to the Super Bowl.
They wasn't supposed to go that last time.
We all know that. We all know they wasn't supposed to go.
That last time, if there was a certain team in there that they stole that from, that'd have been 2 for that franchise. But we can carry on though.
Exactly. Hey, bro. Everybody and they mama and mama, daddy's that. Everybody know that year Rams wasn't supposed to go to the Super Bowl, and they proved it in the Super Bowl that they were supposed to be there. Because what they had 3 points. They put up 3 points. 3 points. That's another story. I think that one.
But I say to jump back on. No, go ahead. I'm not gonna cut you off. What you about to say?
All I was gonna finish say on that part. I think that one will always hurt more than anything because that one really got stolen from us.
I don't think that's the one for me.
Not that year.
You know what one hurt me? Whenever the Vikings beat us.
That one hurt too, but I think
that was like, all right, I'm about to drive out there with this pistol. That one hurt because I just knew the game was over.
They both heard it.
But that one there. No.
Pick
That
one.
one there, I just knew the game was over. I just knew it was over. And then they got this motherfucker dancing to level now online.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that, man.
All he had to do was like that. I was like, I can't believe this. Like, y'all serious?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But back to the Super Bowl. So I'm torn. Number 2, I'm torn because I look at it like this. From the Rams side, if you were to look at it from outside looking in, they're supposed to win the Super Bowl. They're supposed to because they got their head dipped into a little bit on their feet. They tapped their feet in it. But they didn't make it. It's a no-brainer. Like they gonna go back with the experience from what some of the veterans, if they still have them, from the last time they went, they should win it. Like that's their game. Like this is their Cinderella story.
And they're at home.
That's what I'm saying. And at home, right? On the other hand, you got a young team that you want to root for because his Cinderella story, it was actually leaving the program that he was at to go to another program, and that was his turnaround. Like that was his go-to national championship, Heisman Trophy.
And not to cut you off. And I saw something that Ball said. And Ball said straight up. Ball said he don't know why Ohio State fans claiming him because he a LSU Tiger.
Yeah, it ain't about where you started; it's about where you finished. Yeah,
but it's only right that he said that though because y'all wasn't rocking with me like that.
And I ain't got no championship with y'all, man. I ain't got no championship with y'all. I got championship.
Right. Now what I can say is, I might be mistaken. They did have some fans that really did rock with him. Man. That was from the other college, and they was at the championship too with his jersey on from the other team. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying though, like that they support dude, but on the other hand though, like I look at it like this could be Cincinnati. They can lose it and make it back, but they one of those franchises that if they lose it, they might not never come back.
And,
So it's like you want them to win.
No, go ahead. You finish.
No, I'm about to say it's like you want them to win because they might not ever go back for a while. And then on the other hand, I want Odell, like he needs to that's just like, oh, now then go get your contract. So
Yeah.
it's like I want Odell to run it, but at the same time, with the Cincinnati Bengals, you really they would have to win the Super Bowl and then make it to the end. I mean, to the championship, the championship again, lose.
Yeah.
Like they got to always be in a conversation for them to be like a Super Bowl contender. And I think that's kind of.
And hey, we gotta look at this too, bro. Because now Burrow, Chase, Shelvin, Thaddeus Moss. Because I forget he ain't been playing. I don't think they really playing. But he on the team
from Northside.
Yeah, that's what I said. Tyler Shelvin.
Yeah, Shelvin. Yeah.
So, okay, they was all on that championship team. Odell was at the game. You know what I'm saying? Odell and Chase. So, and now they going against each other in the Super Bowl.
That's awesome, man. That's won already. They won. That's a win already. Just them even being in a position to even.
So
you know what I'm saying.
So now we went from a lot of LSU players in the playoffs to now you got 6 LSU players that'll be playing in the Super Bowl.
And just to add to Odell, man, just to add to Odell, bro, because a while back people thought Odell's career was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They thought that before he got traded.
No.
Before he went to the Rams, I'm sorry.
That's where I'm going at with it. I'm talking.
My bad.
I'm talking about even before the Browns, maybe before he even got to the Browns. You know what I'm saying? When he got into the little situation, where was that over there? When I think he got caught up with some weed or something. Something happened, and you know what I'm saying? Like people thought it was over with from there, and just to be in like, it kind of remind me of. And it kind of remind me of the Honey Badger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now his story, yeah. You know what I mean? They tried to do bro. That was there. Yeah, that's a good example.
You feel me? It made me like I just that's just how I feel like about Odell being in this game. I don't know why, but that's the feels it gives me that Honey Badger feel of how they try to do the Honey Badger and just doubt him. And you know what I'm saying? Just to be in this game right now playing, like, you know what I'm saying? And your team the team you just come from didn't even make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, like, and it's just, so I don't, you know, Odell, I really want to see Odell win. I just want to see Odell win. Not take it, like I say, not that I don't want to see the Bengals of who they, you know what I'm saying? Not that I don't want to see them win, because shit, if it get that game getting in the tie, I would love that. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, no, look, can the Super Bowl can it technically end in a tie?
I don't think they would.
If we following the rules.
Yeah, but they definitely wouldn't let the Super Bowl end like that. But
they would. I mean, they would have to cheat. Is what you're saying?
They would definitely have to keep playing for the Super Bowl.
I don't think. I'm gonna have to look up that.
I'm looking at it right now. The teams will play in another overtime period if the score is still tied at the end of an overtime, or if the second team first possession has not ended. Regardless of how many overtime periods are happening, play has to continue until a winner is determined.
For the Super Bowl. Oh, well, there it is. The number.
Playoff games cannot end in a tie, and neither can the Super Bowl.
All right, there it is. Then.
So,
that motherfucker gonna play until I'm going through it.
We're gonna get
so that's another thing too, because I know last episode we was kind of we was talking about the overtime rules, and so now we had this game. Kansas City won the toss. They won it again, and they turned the ball over. So it's like,
yeah. So yeah, I mean,
so
I never got that when people was talking about that last week when they was making fun of the other team for picking the wrong call.
I think it was because that game, it was just that was such a good game, bro. Like that.
Josh Allen, Josh Allen. That's what I didn't get it.
Bro, like that game, bro. It was just. It was like that game right there was just too good to end like that.
I mean, this game was just good, man. Them boys came back too. We don't forget that. Like this game, you know what I'm saying? Like, this game was
so what happened with with the overtime with that one, Kansas City won the toss again, but this time they turned the ball over. So it's like, you do have them games where it's like, okay, and then you have games like this where it's like, okay, they had the ball first, but then they turned it over. So it's can have different feelings about those games like that. But all I know is, man, we in for a hell of a Super Bowl. we in for a good Super Bowl. Super Bowl 56.
Super Bowl 56, man.
In LA. Cali, boy. Ooh.
Yeah, man. And then people don't realize you got LA, you got people from LA, and you also got people from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, so the Rams actually gonna have, no matter what, they're gonna have the biggest crowd, like the most people rooting for them. That's gonna be a big advantage for them too in this game. Because I was watching the San Francisco game, and they had a lot of San Francisco, and just being here in the Bay, like them boys from the Bay went down there, like, and they got people in LA who's Niner fans. You know what I'm saying? So what they were doing was, I don't know if y'all heard about it down there or if it was on any national news or whatever. But what they were doing was the Rams were stopping any 49ers players outside of the LA zip code. So if you didn't have the LA zip code or whatever, you couldn't purchase tickets as a 49er fan.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So what one of the guys, I forgot who it was, but some rich guy, he was like, fuck it, man. If y'all want tickets, y'all can use my address. We can get tickets. And he said, before you know it, like, people really was hitting him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to get tickets. And like I said, I watched the game, man, and the stadium was full with red and gold. It was full. But now I think they definitely would have more blue and gold in that stadium than the Bengals. Definitely. And that's gonna play a big part in this game.
And like I said, man, shout out, big ups to Kansas City. They had a hell of a year too. Big ups to the 49ers. They had a hell of, they finished the season strong. They finished the season strong, man. Deebo Samuel is,
he left it on the field, leave it on the field.
Deebo Samuel is that dude, bro. Like, he was second behind Cooper Kupp, bro, in total scrimmage yards for the season. Like, that dude, he did, bro. He left it all on the field, bro. That dude is a beast, bro. I thought, that's another team, bro. I think eventually San Francisco, they definitely got a chance to get back. They got a chance to get back too.
Them ball not going back.
Say that again.
You don't think?
Nah.
Now with Jimmy G.
You don't even think that.
For one, For one, he might be playing for the fucking. You know what? They might do a trade. They're going Baker Mayfield gonna go out there. They're gonna
swap. No. They already got their replacement in the young quarterback Trey Lance.
Baker Mayfield, nigga, that ain't nothing dirty. Baker Mayfield, nigga, that ain't.
I know. I see it's gonna be. No, I see it's gonna be a swap.
It might well keep.
New scenery. It's gonna be a swap. They're gonna just swap. That man needs some Californians. Like that's why he like that. You know that man like to party. You put that man in one of them franchises. They got a party atmosphere. That man might throw it. That man might turn into that college. That college Baker. Yeah, put that man with a party, and man, that man he can't live his true life. His true life ain't out there. Them people, some wholesome family people with farms.
Nah, man. Man, y'all saw the ticket. Y'all saw the ticket prices for Super Bowl.
I know they stupid.
Man, they start.
I'm waiting for the Super Bowl commercials. You know they're gonna have some. You know they're gonna have some crazy commercials.
They starting at 4,000.
Oh, damn! For the nosebleed.
Nosebleed.
God.
I'm looking at. I'm gonna send it to the thing, man. The seating charge. Look, the highest ticket I see, boy, is 40,000.
Oh.
Man, it's crazy.
But that's another thing too, bro. Like with certain sporting events, man, like the Super Bowl. You got a lot of people that may want to go, to the Super Bowl, but the price, like you say, brother, the ticket's starting at $4,000.
Nah, I mean, I think that's one thing. Definitely, the organization or the NFL or whoever is in charge of that definitely should do something about those ticket prices, because you got loyal fans, man, who may go to seasons. I mean, who may go to games all season, man, support you, travel with you, and then it's time the Super Bowl, if you make it, they can't even afford to go. You know what I'm saying? The ticket prices are so high, man. So definitely, man, like that, because like I said, you got loyal fans who ride or die who can afford a ticket but can't afford that price ticket. You know what I'm
saying? That's insane, bro.
That's insane, man. But
that's insane.
$4,000 for an NFL game, man. Like, come on.
Look them prices though.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous, man. That's come on, man. Come on.
But that's where they get their money from. That's where they get their money from, man. The big money fans, especially for the Super Bowl. That's
one thing though. That too about that Super Bowl, man, because a lot of people was talking a few years ago. I remember they was talking about the halftime show and how rappers should do this and that. But man, they got a dope show this year, man.
Dr. Dre, Snoop,
they got
Mary J, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar.
Jay-Z over there working, doing with it, but I mean, I ain't gonna be surprised till I see Wayne at the halftime show. Like,
Wayne.
Oh, they dropped that. But then, but listen, I want that Wayne. I don't want no new songs. He got to do all the classic Weezy songs, like, because he got his catalog so big to where he can come as the wrong Wayne.
Come anyway. Call me.
No, man.
Call me so I can.
Because listen, if you know Wayne, if you know Wayne like I know Wayne thinks Super Bowl, and then he's gonna be straight rock and roll, some rock and roll shit.
A milli.
No, it ain't gonna be no milli.
Man,
it ain't gonna be no milli.
They gonna do all those songs with the live bands, but I'm telling you, Milli is one of his top, man. He got it, man.
Man, you get that Wayne might jump on that bitch and start singing that lollipop.
No, he gonna definitely do lollipop. A Milli.
He gonna open with that.
Those are all big songs.
I'm I'm with Big, cause we ain't gonna go to that rock album he did.
Oh, man. I'm gonna drop the world on it, drop it on your fucking head.
Yeah, exactly. And he gonna have, but the way Wayne gonna do it, he gonna have his guitar, right? But then he gonna have like the band that ain't no regular drummer. You gonna have your boy on the drum. Like it's going,
Travis Barker.
He'll have the setup right, but it ain't gonna be that a million way. It ain't gonna be.
Man, he gonna add that a million to the rock, man. A million.
He gotta drop. He gotta come out on that 5 man or like
Yeah, then the fireworks go shoot up. Motherfucker,
then when he gonna start playing the guitar, that bitch gonna start playing the guitar, man.
Yeah, man. So, but so that's for the Super Bowl. So, last thing, and we can, we got 2 weeks to the Super Bowl, so we can wait. We can wait to do the Super Bowl pick.
No, I mean we can do it now. Oh, y'all want to let it lead up to?
Yeah, we could lead.
Because I didn't say who I think, so that's cool. I'm good with that.
Yeah. So next thing I want to jump on, see what y'all think about this one of a kind, like this first of its kind deal. We've seen it. Draymond Green, as an active player, he gets he just signed a deal with inside the NBA on TNT as an active player. Yeah. To be on there. So that's a first of its kind of deal.
And not just any kind of show neither. Now not just NBA on TNT. With the big dogs.
Yeah. Like that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's big. So, that's right there. That's basically setting him up for whenever he do decide to stop playing basketball.
I think Draymond time coming. I give Draymond about another 3 years.
Yeah, I something like I give him about 4 or 5 years. But like I said, he definitely setting himself up for after retirement. Boom, he already in the door with TNT.
Shit, Draymond might shock the world, and if the Warriors go this year and win, he might retire this year. He'll have 4 rings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to say.
Yeah.
I mean, but his career is almost. Yeah, I mean, I give him. I don't know. I don't say 4 or 5 years. I don't give him that long. Like I said, I think if they go win this year, I think he'll be out of there. He won't play next season. He already have his job.
Yeah. I don't know.
When you got to run it back, though, you got to think about how he gonna think. If let's just say they win it, he ain't gonna just roll out the next year. He gonna want to run it back. Draymond not gonna just roll. Now, if he run it back and they lose, then he'll retire.
Well, yeah, that makes sense too. But shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, Phoenix Suns still on top of the West right now. They didn't won 10 in a row again.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see that coming. I ain't gonna sit there and lie.
But when you think about it, bro, that's you know what I'm saying. They pretty much got the same team from the finals. You know what I'm saying, with the exception of a few players that they added this season.
These dudes were to the finals last year. What you like?
So this was expected,
right?
You know what I'm saying, like this.
Not for me. I remember when we did our little segment. We did our little segment on number on the last season, and I didn't see. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Y'all can run it back if we can find that tape. But I felt that was good for them to do that, but I didn't think they was gonna make it back, though. I didn't think they would make it back because they had a lot of injuries, Like the way they rolling right now, they rolling with the people with injuries, without injuries. They got a little problem here and there, but they rolling. So they starting to prove that they're a true team. But I was on that injury shit last year. I didn't even see. Like I was like, nah, they're not gonna hit like that again.
Yeah. Yeah, but they definitely they showing everybody like, yes, we here for real. Like we trying to get back. We trying to get back to the finals. You know, so gotta look at the young. You gotta look at the young gunners. Memphis, Ja Morant hooping.
Yeah, that boy in the MVP. What you call him, man? You know,
That boy is hooping, man. I think they third. I think they jumped over Utah. I think they third right now in the West.
Who's that?
Memphis.
That's what I'm
about to tell you.
I'm gonna try to check them out. I've been looking to see who the check out the Warriors. What you call them, man? Their schedules, man, to see who they play.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch another game.
Steph been struggling, man. Steph been in a bad slump, man.
Yeah,
but they still number 2 though.
Yeah. They still second in the West.
And Memphis number 3. Then is Utah.
Yeah, I figured they had jumped over Utah for that third spot. You know, and then we got the Lakers all the way at the bottom at 8.
Nah, the Lakers dropped. The Lakers 9.
Oh, they didn't drop to 9 now? Oh,
shit. Yeah, they 9. Because they lost that game. They lost that game last night or night before.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So they record right now, they 24-27. And then you got the Timberwolves right above them at 25-25.
Oh, man. Good. Oh, Lordy.
And that's their third. They done lost 3 in a row.
Yep.
Lordy.
And Westbrook had a good game the other night, but it was just they came back against the Hornets, but it was a little too late. That was his best game, and that was his best game as a Laker. You know, he had 30 points in the second half, and he played with control, with pace. I think he only had one turnover that whole game. And for Westbrook to just have one turnover for a whole game, you know he was playing, you know what I'm saying, under control. For him to just have one turnover for the whole game, you know, and his shot was falling. You know, he was hitting his jumper. So, but I don't know, you know, they definitely in a bad spot right now.
But we not in no bad spot. You know, I didn't did the match. I didn't severage and did the match because I was waiting for somebody to say that. But it only take we 4 games behind. If we win 4 games and them 4 teams at the above us lose, we be number 5. Straight to 5, 4 games.
It's over with for y'all, man.
I'm looking at it, man. 4 games.
Man, I'm looking at y'all play. Fuck them standings. I'm looking at y'all play, man.
Man, you fuck what you talking about. That's gonna matter when it's gonna be time to play us when we healthy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
And
another surprise team right now, and you looking at the records right now, another surprise team. You know what I'm saying? You go over to that Eastern Conference, man. I think they third or fourth place right now in the East, and that's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And number 4 on mine.
Man, that's not the team. That's not the team.
I'm just saying they are surprised.
The team, with everything that you just said, and you put this team name with that, then that would make sense. That would be Chicago Bulls.
They're number 1. They've been number 1 all season.
No, Miami number 1.
The Bulls not number 1. Miami number 1.
Shit, I see the Bulls number 1 on my side.
Oh, the
Bulls record. The Bulls record.
They was only separated by 1 game. It was only separated by 1 game.
No, I'm telling you, yeah. The Miami 32-19,
right,
and the Bulls 31-18.
Right.
So they won like they pretty much both first place.
Yeah, but the Bulls not a surprise team. You know, like the Bulls is not a surprise team like that.
So if you would have told me, let me say, so if I would have told you, if I'd have told you at the beginning of the season, game 1, that the Bulls is gonna be number 2 in the East, you would agree with me.
Now I wouldn't. Now okay, like now when you say that, I probably wouldn't have think that they'd be number 2, but I knew they was gonna be a playoff team. But the reason
I knew that. I knew they was gonna be a playoff team. That's the East.
The reason, but you know what I'm saying, the reason I say, Cleveland is a surprise team in the East because you look at that team and it's full of young, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of young players, and to see them, and they lost some key players. And for them, young like they are, with they got a young emerging star with their rookie pick, Evan Mobley. So for them to be 4th in the East right now, as a young squad, like that's big. Like that's big for them, So now how far they go in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how far they go in the playoffs, but that's big for them, to be in that position, and you still got Kevin Love over there. He come off the bench now. But you still got Kevin Love over there, doing his thing,
Let's smoke here, you say that.
I'm gonna say Kevin Love.
I thought Kevin Love would have got I actually thought he would have got traded from Cleveland. Like I really thought he would have won out of Cleveland,
Shit, that man look at it like I'm not gonna roll out on y'all. Let me get that check right now, cause ain't nobody else gonna give me what y'all gonna give me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's So, but yeah, man, they're a surprise. They're a surprise right now. We know what Brooklyn given. We know what the Brooklyn Nets given. It's just a lot of turmoil. It's just a lot of turmoil in Brooklyn right now. KD out, James Harden frustrated because they losing. Kyrie
James Harden out.
That boy went out. That boy about to roll out, man.
Kyrie only there for the road games. So it's a lot of turmoil in Brooklyn right now. Man, yes, James Harden does want out, and
my door still moving.
I'm telling y'all, bro, that dude going to Philly. He going to Philly. James Harden.
Hey, watch that fuck y'all up and that ball go to the Lakers or the Clippers.
No, man. That ball
on some real shit though. On some real shit. That'll fuck everybody up on this show if that man go to the Clippers. That wouldn't fuck y'all up.
No.
Well, I would want to go fight Kawhi. Whoever recruiting over there would want to go over there and fight him. Big hands and all. I don't care. But come outside, ball. Bring his fucking ass outside.
But that ball want to play with Joel Embiid, bro. If you think, hey, bro, think about it, bro. When James look how James Harden and Clint Capella, used to run the pick and roll in Houston. Like you give James Harden a solid big man, like he do good. When you get now and you put him with a big like Joel Embiid, that's that's a nice combo right there. You know what I'm saying? And you keep Tobias Harris. No, you keep Tobias Harris. Hey, that's a nice, that's a nice 3. That's a nice little 3 right there.
Yeah. That sounds good.
So, but hey, we'll see how that, we'll see what happens with that, in the off season and free agency. We'll see how that goes. and then you know, we ain't talking about your boy in a while. You know, but now he out with an injury, you know, and he was doing good to Lonzo. You know, Lonzo out for a few, you know, he out for a few weeks with injury. That's unfortunate. You know, that's a little unfortunate, you know, because he was doing good. You know, he was playing good. And you know, and then
he one of them. He one of them stars, man. He one of them stars that's gonna be around for a long time if he keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, because he a smart player. You know, he's a smart player, bro. That dude, you know, he a hell of a passer. You know what I'm saying? That dude can pass. He can score, play some defense, you know. But most part, bro, he's a smart player. You know. Then on the other hand, you know, we got players, you know, in New Orleans. He nowhere to be found. Third year in the NBA, and it's like, dude, what, like, when you gonna play? Like, when you gonna play? You know,
it's crazy, man.
It's, you know, it's like, hey, yo, Zion, where you at? You know,
I didn't even know that dude was still on the team, though.
like, where you at? You know, like,
yeah, I really can't say nothing.
Like, I think honestly, you know, and that's my opinion, but I really think he's hurting his own career right now. You know, it's still early. You know what I'm saying? It's still early in his career, but I think right now, you know what I'm saying, he kind of hurting his career right now. You know, it's like, bro, you know, your rookie year, you really didn't come back until when he came back after All-Star break. You know, you played your second season, you still didn't start the season. You know, you came in during your second season. Your third season, you haven't even touched the floor yet. So, you know, and everybody get it. You know, he never wanted to get drafted by the Pelicans. We all know it. We all saw his face. You know, but you know what I'm saying, business is business and personal is personal.
Yeah.
So at some point, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put the personal to the side and, you know what I'm saying, and handle your business. At the end of the day, he's still a young player. You know what I'm saying? He never earned nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't proved nothing yet. He ain't proved nothing yet. You know? So, but you know, that's something, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, fans will look at, you know, just like, you know, he was the number 1 pick, Ja Morant was the number 2 pick, you know, so they always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect, they always, you know, their careers are always gonna be compared. You know what I'm saying? Like any number 1 and number 2 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like their career is always gonna get, you know, it's always gonna get compared. And we all see what Ja Morant doing in his third year. He in the MVP conversation.
Right.
So that's pretty much all we can say on that part right there. You know, and we got to dip back on the All-Star vote. You know, because we kind of talked about that with the, you know, with maybe like 2 episodes ago with the All-Star voting selections. You know, and sometimes how, you know, the best teams, they, you know, they may have like 3 players, you know, on the All-Star team, you know, when you might have like 2 of them that probably don't even need to be there. But right now, you got the 2 best teams in the East and in the West, and they don't have a single player on the All-Star roster. Now that's now that part right there, that's where it's like, okay, look, these are the best two. These are the two teams with the best records on e-conference. They should at least have one player representing the team in the All-Star break, an All-Star game. Devin Booker should be in the All-Star game. Chris Paul, like when you look at that team, Phoenix, you know, Chris Paul and Devin Booker should be on the All-Star team.
Right, definitely.
Now when you look at Miami, you know, Jimmy Butler missed a lot of games. You know, Bam missed a few games, but they should at least have one player in the All-Star game.
What player you think should be on there, and what player would you take off?
Well, right now they only have the starters. I didn't see who all the starters were for the East. You know, but you know, they should at least have one player. You know,
but I'm all right. So take off take off from my question where I said take a player off. What player from Miami would you select to be on the All-Star roster?
If he hadn't missed so much games, I would say Jimmy Butler. If he hadn't missed,
no, we just talking like from who minus with the injuries and all that factored in. You said they should have one player on there from Miami. What player are you referring to?
Damn.
Bam was all. So Bam's performance this year.
To answer that,
I'm just saying his. No, but hold on, look. So y'all saying Bam's performance from the season qualifies him more than who you think they would pick for All-Star in that spot?
I mean, not even Bam. You could do Jimmy Butler or Tyler Hero.
Yeah. But it
goes off of getting an All-Star if you was an All-Star during the season up until that point. So if you're missing all these games and all this and that, you can't really be considered an All-Star with the list of All-Stars if your games are lower.
Why not? I thought All-Star goes by stats, not by how many games you play.
But for the stats, you need the games.
Yeah, but some players reach the highest stats with least amount of games too. That's what you know. So
yeah, but I don't think Jimmy was on like that though before. Like Jimmy was just being like he getting into that role of being an older, smarter player as far as the plays.
Not even so. Okay, so. I mean, well, no.
But so
because I can't sit here and remember. I would have to go look at the stats, but I can't remember what the season opening. I'm like, man, Jimmy balling because Jimmy gonna be Jimmy, but like for me to be like, man, Jimmy really hooping. I didn't say that this year, but I would have to go look at the numbers. I don't know
for them, but you know, that's the only time I say where you know those and like we said, you know, like I said in the other episode. You know, the two best teams, they don't need like three players from their team on the All-Star team, but you know, they should be awarded at least one player, you know, from the team, you know, on the All-Star team. You know, you got the best record in the West and you got the best record in the East. You should but
if you ain't no All-Star, you ain't no All-Star.
Hey, you know who was surprised though? You know who was surprised? Andrew Wiggins, exactly. His first All-Star, you know what I'm saying, starting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. And I mean, hey,
yeah.
At his position right now, at that position, I mean, shit, who you gonna put above him?
No, I was about to say that. I was reading that. And I was looking at that, and I was like, people are mad about that, but who? Like the people that's mad are the people that don't know basketball.
Right.
Like they just want to just be just shooters.
I saw.
Like, they want Steph, Dame, They want all the shooters. Murray. They want all of them to start at 5. That's your starting 5. They don't care what position they play.
People even mad Clay made it.
Well, no, a lot of people voted for, a lot of fans
It's the
voted
votes.
for him.
Yeah, it's the votes.
Definitely.
But if we go back to what me and E was talking about, no, I'm saying though, but if you think about it, if we go back to what me and E was just talking about with Miami, on the cool, if it came down to that, he's not the all-star for the season. He's not an all-star.
Yeah.
Like you haven't played enough games to be in the conversation. Your name won't wait, but you're not as you think all-star for the season, you're not an all-star this year.
Yeah. But that's why I say, that's why it's like, and the best 2 teams have always been, awarded, players. Now, that's why I say I don't think it should have been, they should be having like 3 players, from the team. But if your team is the best in the West and that's the best in the East, I'll award you 1 player from your team to the All-Star game, to represent those teams. 1 player.
If you ain't no all-star boy, you're not making the team.
If your stats are up there, at least 1 player from the 2 best teams. Not 2, not 3, but 1. I'll take 1 player from each team. With the exception of Phoenix. Phoenix, I'll make the exception for 2 players for Phoenix because Chris Paul is still playing like an all-star point guard, and Devin Booker is definitely playing like an all-star. So for Devin Booker to pretty much get snubbed again from the All-Star game, it's like, how does dude keep getting snubbed from making the All-Star team? Yes, he's came on as a reserve or a replacement before, but how is he not getting voted on the All-Star team every year when this dude be putting up the numbers? That's what I don't be understanding that. Just like back when Dame wasn't getting voted on all-star teams and Dame was putting up the numbers.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what do people be looking at sometimes? Dame putting up the numbers, bro. Like, this dude should be on the all-star team. But a lot of times they look at the team's records. And that can affect certain players.
Yeah.
Aspect of it.
I wonder what the record was whenever Michael Jordan made the last All-Star appearance. What the Wizards' record was.
No, but they were gonna vote Jordan in regardless.
That
was his last.
Man, listen, man. Anybody can get it, man.
Come on, man. That was given. That was
and okay. And look, another perfect example right now. We just said it. The Lakers are in 9th place right now. LeBron the All-Star captain for the West. But he been putting up the numbers.
I was about to say that. No, he ain't gonna do that.
Nah, but come on, man. LeBron, it's ever since they started this like this, it's been LeBron, bro. Come on, LeBron. Like, come on, man. It's always Team LeBron versus somebody else. Like they always switch the other people up.
Yeah. So
don't blame. What was the problem?
The fans vote. You know what I'm saying? The fans vote.
What's the problem?
Man, ain't no problem. I'm just saying that why is this guy is always captain and someone else not captain?
Why he? But I mean,
he got the most votes. He got the most fan votes.
Who knows? Even if it came down to numbers on each team now, who you was gonna replace him with?
Who?
The same person you want to replace Jordan with.
Who else can replace Jordan with?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You say anybody could get it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So that's the one thing, so that's that's one example right there where it's like, okay, the team record not all that, but look, he balling.
Just like how we talked about last time. I think, like I said, it should be set up partial fan voting and partial factual stats. Like,
yeah,
you got players like
so the stats. That's when it come down to the coaches.
But didn't even a coach spoke up on that, huh?
Stan Van Gundy.
What he said? What Van said?
Because that was a few weeks ago. But he pretty much has said, like, it should be kind of based on the stats for the season, like,
of that current season.
The current season, when we get to All-Star, like, it should be like that, but we are, like we talked about, bro. The fans go vote, you know what I'm saying? The fans gonna vote for, fans gonna vote for who they want to see.
Yeah, because they've made that's what they made the All-Star weekend for. Like, to now, they have transformed it into fans, something for the fans. It's whatever the fans want.
But it also, like you say, it also, you know what I'm saying, it also should be awarded for, the players that's putting up the numbers, leading up to All-Star break.
Yeah, because back in the day, man, like I said, the hottest dunkers, the hottest dunkers would have been in the slam dunk contest. The best shooters would be in the 3-point contest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be based off that season, who did nice dunks that season. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
it definitely should be based off factual stats from the actual current season, man. That the first half of that season,
and that's why I say that's when the coaches' picks come in, like, for the reserves. That's when the coaches pick the reserves, because they go off of the stats for the reserves. So, but we'll see. I know All-Star weekend coming up. I don't know when All-Star weekend. It's coming up, though. It's coming up. So, I can't wait to see. Who's gonna be in the dunk contest, who's gonna be in the 3-point contest.
Clay be in the 3-point contest.
All-Star weekend is February 20th.
February 20th. Was the other one, the first one,
the skills challenge?
Yeah, the skills challenge. Who, can't wait to see who's gonna be in that. So
that'd be dope if Ja Morant is in the dunk contest.
Man, it would be, but we already know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
We know it ain't gonna happen. As much as the fans would, as much as we would like to see it, but we know it ain't gonna happen. So, and that's pretty much it for us for tonight, man.
You go ahead and run all the
Oh no, wait, before we get off that, because I'm reading this. So
what's up?
So okay, they haven't did the draft yet. They haven't did the draft yet for it. So see, and that I don't like how they did this. So the name.
So I don't know if they do. I don't know if they're doing it that same format this
So
season.
I'm looking at. I know that, and that's why I'm speaking on it, because I'm reading it. So they picked the starters already.
That's the fan votes right there, the starters.
Right, but how can you pick starters when there's no team? Like,
because the fans did the starters, or the fans vote for who's not starting.
Right.
No, the fans always vote for starters.
So what they do? So automatically, okay, when LeBron and Durant get up there to draft their team, they both gonna give them, they're gonna put 10 players up there. They're gonna put the 10 players that's already supposed to be starters up there and then let them draft like that.
You got the whoever is the captain. So you got the other 4 starters,
right?
And then you got all the reserves,
right? But I'm like I said, I'm reading it now.
Mm-hmm.
It just says Kevin Durant, LeBron, they were named the captains, as you know what I'm saying, and it says the first 8 players to be drafted will be starters.
Yeah.
The next 14 players will be chosen by NBA head coaches.
Mm-hmm.
But we already know who the starters is already. But how we know what, you know what I'm saying?
No, because that's just
you saying. No, I see what he's saying. He's saying how could the first 8 players be the starters that they gotta pick when they're already exposed who's gonna be the starters and they didn't pick yet?
No, because no. So when if they doing it the same format, so okay, LeBron and KD the captains. So out of the other 8 starters, they'll pick who they want on their team.
So
since you know what I'm saying, since they hadn't, since they changed it from just strictly Western Conference versus Eastern Conference, and they kind of mix it up.
So look, I'm okay because I'm looking at all this now, and like I said, so it's showing now the Eastern Conference right now, the Eastern Conference. So I guess that's how they're gonna do it. Kevin Durant is the East, and LeBron is the West, and so they got the starters. The starters that they named already is all West. You know what I'm saying? So Ja, Andrew Wiggins, Jokic, Curry, all them is from the West with LeBron, because LeBron is on the West.
Yeah.
And Durant is with the Nets, he on the East with it. So everybody else, the other starters, Trae Young, DeRozan, Embiid, and Giannis is from the East.
Mm-hmm. That's a lineup right there, boy. Say that lineup again.
Trae Young, DeRozan, Embiid, Durant, and Giannis.
Yeah. But okay,
that's a lineup right there.
So since Durant won't be playing, because he's missing the All-Star game, he won't be playing. Okay. So Durant, he'll actually draft 5 starters, right? Since he won't be playing. So you know what I'm saying. So so he not playing. So but out of the 8 starters, they pick who they want from the East.
So the commissioner gonna select the replacements for any player unable to participate in the All-Star game.
Yeah. Like the replacements, the commissioner do that, and then the coaches do the reserves.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So, the starters is always the fan vote. The top five vote getters from each conference. That's always your starters. And then the coaches do, and like they said, the coaches pick the rest of the players. But let y'all get the shout outs.
Go ahead. No, you can kick my shout outs. Run them all. Let me see how you run them.
Nah, man, you gotta run yours, man. Scottie Pippen, look, man, I'm passing it to you, man. Scottie Pippen.
And then passing it right back because you're gonna take the last shot.
The last dance.
Nah, all right, I'll give a shout out to Trinity Treats. Y'all follow on Instagram. Trinity Treats. Trinity _Treats or Trinity Treats _ with a Z. All the good sweets in the world, cakes, whatever it is, cinnamon rolls, cookies, cupcakes. So I'll let my baby. Next up, Too Much Cycling. The latest bikes in the city coming soon. Shout out to Dollar's Lemonade. Dollar's Lemonade be back on the market real soon. They coming with some new flavors and different packages. My boy Mike to the Trucker. Listen, the reason why they don't have no starters for the NBA, they don't have a list because they U-turn. They didn't cut the check, so they brought it back to where they picked the shipment up front. So that's where all the talent goes at. So if your star don't make the All-Star game, it's because it's on one of them trailers and they didn't count that vote. So shout out to Macho Trucking for saving the day. And I think that's it for me.
What you got going, E?
Y'all already know, man. Above the earth. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. We're getting ready to drop some new merch for the spring and getting ready for the summer. So y'all tune in for that, man. Shout out Happy Hippie. Tune in, get y'all snacks, get y'all hippie snacks. And shout out Dignified Menstruation, man. You know what I'm saying? All the women in sports talk about it. Dignified Menstruation, they just started up their Men's Mondays. So y'all follow, y'all check in on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to talk about it. Oh, and we got the new episode of the couples edition dropping Valentine's, so y'all stay tuned for that. We got some spicy stuff for that one, so y'all just stay tuned, man. We got a lot, we working on a lot, man. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Yeah, man. And as always, me finish it out, man. Y'all follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Conflict of Sports, and y'all stream us on Spotify, man. And y'all be on the lookout. We're about to start planning, another bowling event, in the next few months, So as soon as we get all that settled and figured out, I'm saying we're gonna put it out there, let y'all know what's up, man. And hopefully this year, we can make it bigger and keep growing with it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out the whole FOH brand, man. FOH After Dark, couples edition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And and can't forget about our ball, man. Beezy got his his show back up.
I gotta get on that because I got some true shit to talk about, man. I gotta get on that.
Yeah. So and be on the lookout, for the FOH movie about to drop soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that too. So you've all been World Conflict of Sports. Checking out.
Baker Conflict Sports.
Sent the boot is Eazyana.